Hi everyone, welcome to today's Torah takeaway. My name is Mrs. Hidary, so happy to be able to connect with you while on vacation. Thinking about this week's parasha, Parashat Beshalach, it's very interesting because it opens with saying that even though Bnei Israel are leaving Egypt, Hashem is not so comfortable with them taking the quick route to Israel because he wonders if they will, with their proximity to Egypt, want to go back, and he's not going to be able to sustain them on their journey to Eretz Yisrael. Hearing that makes us wonder, why would anybody want to go back to Egypt, go back to slavery? But as we read all of the stories, we see again and again that the people are not yet ready to fully commit to this new path of life, whether it be the difficulty of finding food or going to war. The journey towards Eretz Yisrael, which is also a journey towards the Torah, towards Har Sinai, towards a very new way of life, is difficult for the people. One way we really see this, which was mentioned, is this connection to where is our food? We want to go back to the food we had in Egypt. Again, as readers, we're wondering what they're describing because we understood how terrible the conditions were there. And we've learned before, well, we want to go back to what we know and our regular routines. But while we're just reading the description of the man, this unique food that was given to them in the desert, I think the Torah elucidates another layer here. That layer is about the fact that the Torah is not only physically removing them from Egypt and taking them to a new place, but asking for spiritual and moral development. The food that they're seeking is the food they're used to having. The food of the Torah is unique. It nourishes the soul. It is simple. It is not extravagant. It is limited. It doesn't have enormous quantities. It can only be gathered 6 days a week. They have to gather 2 portions on that last day because there will be none on Shabbat. It will force them to keep Shabbat. All of this lets us know man is something more than nourishment. It is about the fact that the Torah is trying to train Bnei Israel to appreciate a different and new way of life. That way of life is simpler. It often feels more difficult at the outset, but in fact, it gives you a level of existence that is profound and deep and wonderful. When we think about why we should learn Torah while we're on vacation, or why it's important to keep opening the Torah every week when we're in shul and when we're reading it, I think the messages of the Torah are clear, which is the Torah is there to nourish the soul, to train you to appreciate a different way of life, to think about, who am I? What is my moral responsibility? What should I appreciate in this life, and what is unnecessary? What do I think makes me happy and nourishes me, and what in fact is creating a negative routine, an Egyptian routine, something that's bogging me down and enslaving me. Things like being nourished by insignificant things, materialism, and such. For the Torah, our journey is a journey toward a higher level of existence. While we are together on vacation with our family, let's take a moment to reflect and think, what are the deepest of the Torah values? How could we find them in our day-to-day? How could we appreciate them in our day-to-day? And how could we be nourished by them so that we are not tempted by some of the baser, more materialistic aspects of life? Thank you so much.